Welcome to another episode of the career mode. We are playing a test after a long time in career and we are going up against probably the best team in the game and in the world. Let's see how it goes. BGT first test, and I'm also the captain for some reason, even though I don't think I've performed in a single test so far. Australia have won the toss. And they're gonna bowl. You won't see that a lot in a test match in India, but let's see how this goes. A really good partnership there for the fourth wicket, and now we are in a solid position as well, 214. That average isn't looking great though, only 25. Rahane has come back into the Indian team somehow, somewhere. This is gonna be some serious pace. This pitch looks actually pretty good for batting. I could have probably chased that, but let's take it easy at least in the beginning. Solid in defense. Look at that stride. A nice big stride. But the ball is seriously quick. Full. That's been punched. It is in the gap. That'll be at least 2. And it will run away for 4. Maybe a very short boundary there because that never looked like it was going for 4. But what a way to get off the mark. Full again. This time the ball leaves me a little. A 62 over old ball swings in India. You won't see that. And it was very wide as well. Thankfully I don't edge it. They still have 2 slips and a gully waiting for that outside edge. I'm gonna go with some spin, and Labuschagne has bowled 9 overs on day 1. And the ball is turning as expected. Batting really well. The run rate is great. We lost only 4 wickets. We can easily get above 400 from here. Leg spin though, but I still have to be careful. The ball is gonna turn away from me. Oh, there we go. Man, that was quick. 141. That felt like 160. This over has been really hard. I have played and missed about 3 times. Short and wide, got a little bit of bat on it but can't find the gap. Yeah, I almost expected the overthrow there. This will probably be, just the 2. I thought it was going for 4, but a weak throw. What are you doing? Short and wide, again, can't seem to find the gap through the offside. This time no overthrows though. That did pitch on middle and off, but I don't know, it just left me there. I thought it would come back. Actually a full toss, but I still managed to outside edge it. And what a fielding effort there. That would look like it was flying away for 4. How do you edge a nice juicy full toss like that? The ball is very quick. There is that. Full and fast again. Each bowler just gets progressively faster. Now Stark almost 145. Full outside edge and he's dropped it. Once again, I don't get the connection I want from a full delivery. I've been playing and missing for a long time. This time I do a little better by edging the ball. And it flew to the keeper who just couldn't hold on. Who can catch that? That ball was flying. Comes back in but pitches and then straightens a little. Perfect outside edge and a very tough chance goes begging. Oh, that is just perfect. That was the perfect ball. A perfect traditional outside edge and also very good catch. That catch looks so human. These catching animations have gotten better, that's for sure. Look at that. He looked like an actual human for once. But 11 of 34, that is just not going to work. Once again from around the wicket. This time it wasn't very full. There's a good line delivery. Just perfect, man. There's just nothing you can do about that. I'm still a big fan of that catch. More than anything. We've come into bowl 250 for 6. I also got out at 250 for 6. With Australia 70 runs behind. They have 1 batsman left. This match has been pretty even Steven so far. Not one team has gotten away. It's just been neck and neck throughout, at least so far. Too wide, just not on the mark. But the pace is there though. We were facing some extreme pace when we were batting, and now we are going to be the one dishing it out. Full straight. That was not a great ball. It was drifting on the pads, but it is not a batsman on the other end at least. Solid in defense. The ball is not moving though. Edged and gone. Well, that is a perfect test match dismissal, isn't it? That was full. That was just on fourth stump. Gets the outside edge and an easy catch. At least in the end, it ended up looking like an easy catch, but it did travel. We'll get a wicket, at least do something useful in the test match after scoring 11 runs. Line goes for 2 of 12 and we are very close to wrapping Australia up. Cummins comes after Line. What world does that make sense? Oh, look at that ball. That is not a pretty ball, that's for sure. Oh, that was heading to the off stump. I think a clean ball would have been a little bit better than this. First ball, he has tried to flick me out of the ground. He doesn't do that, but he does flick me away for 4. Just too much pace on the ball and drifting on the pads. Full outside edge, but there's just no one at gully. That goes very square for an outside edge. But for real though, the ball is just too quick. Even as a bowler, it feels too quick. Australia trail by just 12 and he's picked the one fielder in the ring on the leg side. He's tried to go for that shot that he played on off his first ball. This time he's just hit it straight to short mid wicket. A simple catch. Not a great ball, but we end up getting our second wicket. And we break this partnership which was growing. Almost a 50-60 run partnership I think, and we end it. Shot quick, 145 k's aimed for the head. This time 155. Wow, was that ball quick? Oh, this is a pretty good opening partnership. 210 for 1. And you just keep going. 301 for 4. And I mean, it is safe to say we now have a pretty good advantage in this test match. We already lead by 310 runs with 6 wickets left. Kohli century in the first innings, 89 in the second innings. We are in a solid position. I mean, the first innings was just completely even. I think Australia were trailing by 9 runs. Come on, let's make this innings count. The first innings was not fluent at the least. That was a struggle through and through, except for that one boundary, I think. Every other ball was just a struggle. This time I've come in with some confidence. Already a green bar under the name. And look at that, that's a solid defense. Finally, the ball doesn't feel too fast. The pitch is just slowing down. Edged and gone. I gotta go for a duck. And once again, just a perfect ball. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. I didn't do anything. In fact, all I tried to do was defend the ball. And even that just is impossible against this Australian attack. Once again, outside edge. And this time, an even worse innings. I go for a 3-ball duck. Look at this. This ball might actually be even better than the first one. Because this was even closer to the stump. Right on off stump and just straightens. And a simple catch. I've come into bowl very early on in the 5th over. We did an awesome job with the bat in the second innings, 478. Australia still need 476 runs and they're already 10 for 2. Ball is swinging. At least this time I've come in when the ball is somewhat new. Shot pulls it off the front foot, has found the gap somewhat, but I don't think it'll go for 4. Well, at least somewhat of a good fielding effort, and they stopped running for some reason. They could have easily run 3. Edged. Oh, now you can see the ball doesn't even carry. It was so fast on day 1, and now the ball isn't even carrying. Well, when I'm the batsman, all these outside edges seem to go to hands, but this time it goes in the gap. But Australia, I mean 487, that is just not gonna happen, man. I can have 10 slips now. No need to have even a single defensive fielder. This target is just too much. Come back in, 28 overs gone. Australia are in a terrible position, 89 for 5. Just another 400 runs to go. And this might be a run out. It would have been a run out if I knew how to pick up the ball. That's been smacked. That was not a cover drive, that was a cover smack. And I'll go for 4. It was full. How is the ball that old already? Oh, goes for a big swing outside the off stump, play and a miss. And that'll be end of day 4. Well, even if they wanted to, I don't think they're going to chase 480 because they only have 3 sessions left. Look at this ball, angled it across and he swung at the ball. This partnership is still going, 62 overs gone, 201 for 5. Labuschagne and Carey. They need another 270. I don't think that's going to happen because they don't have the time. But this has been an epic partnership. Oh, that's come back in. That is gone. Well, we haven't done pretty much anything useful in this test match, but we've come in and picked up a wicket in the most crucial time because this partnership was growing and they could have, they're not going to win from here, but they can draw this match. But now, I don't think that's going to happen. We have picked up their last full-fledged batsman, goes for 63 of 118, and once again we are on top. Look at it from around the wicket. That was an outswinger, but with this ball, it's not going to move. It just went straight on. Oh, how close was that to the off stump? I was a literal inch away from the off stump. Wow. We have about 9 slips and 1 fielder behind the slip cordon as well. How is that even legal? The other batsman headbutted the ball and they just started running. Full and straight and fast as well, but Labuschagne up to the task, straight driven. Ends up being a loose ball. I was going for the magic ball that just destroys the middle stump. Instead, I end up getting smacked for 4. My run rate 3.30. They just should focus on trying to save this match instead of trying to win it. But well, if they keep batting like this might be another boundary here. Yes, it is. Well, who knows, they only need another 250 and they have 2 sessions left, I think. All 3 results are possible from here. Most likely we are going to win it. Full, oh my god, I have just got smacked for 6 by Nathan Lyon. Through extra cover. If that happens in real life, you just have to quit as a bowler. Shot. Oh, that might have gone straight down silly point slap. I think we need a silly point fielder. That would have been a simple catch. We have fought 5 slips, a silly point, a short cover. Wait, why didn't he catch it? I think that was a simple catch. The plan worked on the very first ball. Look at this. Bouncer. Oh my god, that should have been taken. What are you doing? Full. I don't know what has happened. Lyon is batting better than pretty much every Australian batsman so far. Short and quick. Oh, that is nasty. 154 Ks and you get smacked on the head. That is not going to be pleasant. This partner, Nathan Lyon, has scored 90 runs and Australia still batting. They're 354 for 6. They only need another 130 runs. They were 80 for 5 and now they are at 354 for 6. Shot. This should have been taken as well. But well, my silly point is about as useless as a fielder can get on a cricket pitch. If Australia had one more session, they might have actually won this match. Just nothing on the ball. No swing, no movement off the pitch. 121 overs and the match is drawn. I think this might be the first time a test match has been drawn in this game. What a match as well. All 3 results were possible. Because if Australia had one more session, they might have actually won this match. They only needed another 100 runs. They had 4 wickets in hand. And we were looking like we were going to win it. But it ends up being a draw. Well, this is maybe the most competitive test series you'll see, the BGT. And what a way to start it off. A drawn test match. And man, was that match even all through 5 days. Anyone could have won it. And in the end, no one did. Match number 2, let's go. Let's see if we can get a result this time. Not a great start as a captain. That match should have been won. They were 80 for 5. And then they went on to being 360 for 6. Australia got a bowl once again. Well, it almost worked last time, so why not keep doing it? Well, I've come in this time just a little bit earlier. That average 22 now. And I'm the captain, I don't even know how. 132 for 4, 40 overs gone. And solid in defense. This time I am just not gonna get out, no matter what happens. Full. Wow, that was a really good cover drive. The best shot we've played in this series so far, but no runs for that. Full again, outside edge, and this series just keeps getting worse. Another duck. I've scored 11 runs in 3 innings and I've gotten out for 2 ducks. Our first series as captain. As a batsman, it's going even worse. Look at this. Another outside edge. Every single time I have outside edged the ball, and Australia just do not seem to drop anything. 26 for 1, Labuschagne, what an innings that was in the first match. He saved the match for Australia single-handedly pretty much. Well, with Nathan Lyon, who also scored 100. Look at that first ball, absolutely no respect whatsoever. It just hits me over extra cover like I am a part-time bowler. Oh, this might be out. There was a deviation, but there was no sound or anything. That went straight to first slip as well. The ball did move, but I don't think it moved off the outside edge. Look at that, angled it across, the ball still shiny. And then we are going to go to the third session where the ball might actually swing even more. That's been flicked. I try to move that ball out. This time it just goes straight on, drifts on the pads just a little bit, and he makes sure to punish me. Full, almost got through between bat and pad, but an inside edge saves it. Well, that came in sharply. There was a lot of swing on that. Oh, how close was that? Australia still trailed by 149. That's been flicked once again. Australia frustrating us with a 9th wicket partnership here that's been going on forever. I'll have come into bat. That average now at 21. We lead by 234 on top of this test match. That's been flicked. Stark starts off with a very full in-swinging delivery. It was quick as well, but we've actually managed to hit it away for 4. Some good timing on that. Look at that. Comes back in. There's a giant crack there as well. Oh, how fast was that ball? Tried to defend it off the back foot. That just went flying, whizzing past the air. And once again beats me with just extreme pace. I just have no answers for that. Full, almost an inside out drive, but there was no power or timing on it, and no placement either. He started off in style, but since then, nothing. Well, I batted 5 balls since then. Outside edge once again. This time it goes in front of the wicket. I have been the king of outside edges this series. And for once it doesn't go to anyone's hands. How did it go in front of point? There's no way that can happen. That wasn't even a leading edge. That was an outside edge, and it somehow goes there. That's been flicked. I am a little late. Even against green, I'm late. That'll just be a single. Runs have been very hard to come by. We are in a great position. 244 the lead is. But I think we need at least 400 because of the way they batted last time. Flicked again. This was even better than the first time, but this time no placement. But he'll still run. Full toss. I have been waiting for a loose ball, literally anything, and he's finally given me a nice juicy full toss, and that has been hit over extra cover in style. Full again. This time it doesn't go anywhere though. I've hit it straight to short cover. The last time it worked so well, but this time I just hit it straight to that one fielder, even though I probably timed it better than last time. I go for yet another failure. At least this time I don't get out for a duck. That's been driven beautifully, Warner. Finally, they haven't lost an early wicket, Australia. They need 380. This time a draw is not going to save us or them. That's been edged, and that goes straight to that one fielder. That was a very odd position to set a fielder in. We've had that fielder all test for the entire test, and finally an outside edge goes straight to him, pushed it across, just a little bit of movement, and we pick up the first wicket. I think I just have to take the new ball. In T20s my bowling is awful. We come to test and suddenly we pick wickets left and right, but our batting has gotten so much worse than T20 matches. That's been driven and driven very square. He has found the gap. I have no point because we have a lot of fielders in the slip cordon and behind it as well. We've come in day 4, another 2 sessions here and 3 sessions there. So there is probably going to be a result, but Australia need only 200. Well, I think we're still somewhat favourites. Only 5 wickets more to go. That's been flicked. I think we have to be a little bit more defensive though. That's been flicked once again. I think I just have to change the field. But man, an outside edge would be so sweet right about now. This one just didn't come back and went with the angle. I mean, the ball is very old. And flicked once again. Well, finally I am done with this field. I need a square leg now. And he flicks it very fine this time, and that will be 4. Nothing I can do about that. I'll accept ball a little better. Australia once again, they're making a comeback. They need another 160-70 runs, 180 runs, and they have 5 wickets in hand. Oh, that went between everything, between the bat, between the pads, and just away from the leg stump as well. I mean, what is up with this Australian team in the 4th innings? And this time they might actually win it. A draw is not going to save us this time. That's been punched, and that will be 4. Last time they were 80 for 5 and went to 360 for 6. Short and fast, and once again smacked on the grill. Again driven very square, and he's found the gap for 4. This partnership is annoying us and taking the match away from us as well. Oh, how close was that? Almost got the off stump. Too fast, came back in. But luck just not favouring us anymore. Australia might take the lead this time. They only need another 140 runs with 5 wickets in hand and 2 batsmen going really well. Full again, and he's hit it. This might be too easy. 4th innings, this Australian team just cannot afford to let them chase anymore. Solid in defence there. Oh my god, we might have actually pulled off a miracle here. They were 250 for 5, but they've gotten all out for 300, and we end up winning the match by 78 runs. How did that happen? We actually managed to take the lead, but this series has been so balanced so far. Australia definitely not out. I mean, they probably should have won this match. We just won by pure luck. If you want to see another epic India-Australia contest, Click the video on screen to see an India-Australia final. For now, like, comment and subscribe for more Cricket 24 videos and updates. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.